Yo, what's going on internet? The Black Hokage, aka TBH, and to be honest, the 17th episode of Black Clover has dropped on Funimation, titled The Destroyer. I just finished watching it, dubbed, because in case you're new to this channel, I'm the leader of the dubbed army, dub gang. Normally I have like some trailer footage or like some gameplay from the upcoming Quartet Knights Clover gameplay in the background, but fucking Bandai Namco and Funimation and Crunchyroll, they keep hitting me with freaking copyright strikes every time I upload one of these videos, so I thought I'd just throw a Black Clover image in the background, let you guys look at some titties because I know you like that. So episode 17, titled The Destroyer, where we last left off on episode 16, this big diamond mage dude pulled up, started doing all this crazy shit. Also, Asta in the last episode turned up. He fought Lotus when he pulled up from behind and hit him with his sword, and all the smoke was everywhere, and he caught him off guard because he couldn't sense his magic. This is exactly where the episode left off. Actually, this episode did what shonen anime does best, wasted the first couple minutes of the anime actually just filling us in on what happened on the last episode. And my thing is, if I wanted to do that, I'll just watch the last episode. So please stop doing that, but I know you won't, but I'm still gonna bitch about it anyway, because I mean, that's just first world problems, right? And then it cuts back into the battle. Lotus realizes that he cannot win against the Black Bulls. He's like, yo, these dudes is different. They are powerful, and I can't win. So then he makes like this magical fucking train. He made Thomas the train out of smoke, and then he sits on that bitch, and it doesn't make sense because it's smoke. How the hell is he sitting on smoke? I don't know. Magic. I don't know anime. He sits on the damn thing, and then he's like, doo-doo.
And then he just, I'm out, bitch. I ain't fighting. I can't win.
It confused me because they hyped up Lotus to be like this Lotus of the Abyss. He has this name. They hyped him up to be this great guy, and he couldn't handle 3 kids from the Clover Kingdom. Mind you, 3 kids who don't really have, I mean, I don't know Luck's background. I know Luck brutally beat his dude, that one dude in that one fight, but I don't really know his background. But we do know Luck, we do know Asta, and we do know Noelle's background. Noelle can't even control her damn powers. Somehow in the last episode, she magically did. Maybe because the show's magic, I don't know. And then Asta, freaking, he doesn't have any real training other than physical training, physical fighting. So they don't really know how to harness their magic, but somehow they beat somebody known as Lotus of the Abyss, who's supposed to be some big dude from the Diamond Kingdom, who fought not only the Black Bull's captain, but he also fought the Wizard King and survived to tell the tale. Now, it sounds like he lost that fight with the Wizard King, but you survived to tell that tale. If I fought Thanos and I survived, that makes me pretty powerful. But I don't know, he still got his ass kicked by Asta. So he's trying to escape, he's on the train like doo-doo. And then we find out that the name of the diamond guy that the Golden Dawn Eagles, whatever, the bourgeois team with on it, his name is Mars. Okay, so the dude with the diamonds in his head, his name is Mars. We get like this whole backstory when the leader of the Golden Dawn is like, yo, I think the Diamond Kingdom has been like experimenting on kids, and he's a product of that. What they did was they like took kids, they abducted them at an early age, they did different type of science experiments on them, which would raise their power level through the roof. So basically what Mars is to the Black Clover Kingdom, does the Diamond Kingdom, do they have like ambitions of kind of overthrowing the rest of the kingdoms by experimenting on children and using them as weapons of mass destruction? I don't know. That'd be interesting to see something develop there. They're throwing everything at Mars. I mean, was using all his different powers. He was casting all different spells. The leader was casting spells. Mimosa is in the back sipping on a mimosa, still trying to heal her vagina because she got that diamond full of vaginas like 2 episodes ago. She's still not done healing. I don't know. She's not a very good team healer. It's been 2 episodes. You're not healing. You can't heal yourself, but we expect you to heal everybody else. I don't know. We might have to boot her off the team. This dude is doing crazy shit. He's throwing out freaking diamond clones. First of all, Mars. Can we talk about Mars for a second? Pretty generic villain for what I'm seeing. I'm hoping he has more depth. But right now, he kind of reminds me of the Russian that Rocky fought, or he reminds me of Pain. He just wants to inflict pain upon the world because of what the Diamond Kingdom did to him with the experiments. I'm hoping there's some more depth to him than that. But his powers are cool. Basically, he's Emma Frost from the X-Men. He can turn his whole body into diamond, and diamond is the hardest element on Earth. So what is your magic going to do to his diamond? I mean, what is fire going to do? What is water going to do to the diamond? I mean, he's just like super rock solid hard, which also means that Mars is probably going to be really good at pleasing women. Is throwing I think this is the first time we've seen in the series that like has always been propped up in the series as being like this prodigy, He's been kicking everybody's ass, even people on the Golden Dawn. Like, he impressed them, like his leader or whatever. This is the first time we really seen him struggle, and he damn near is about to die. And out of freaking nowhere, we get another little, I don't want to call it a cutscene, but a flashback scene of him being inspired by Asta when they were training as kids. Like, he used to beat up Asta when they were training, and he'd be like, yo, there's no use. And Asta's like,
I'm never going to give up because I'm going to be Hokage one day. I mean, the Wizard King.
He wakes up from that flashback, and he's like, I'm never going to give up. And his efforts seem to be futile. But thank God Asta came out the cut with his sword. And he sliced up and stopped the attack from Mars from killing Yuno, because he was about after that, freaking Yuno was upset. Yuno was upset that Asta saved him. He said he was just about to make his move. We all know that's bullshit. Also, the master of the Golden Eagles, this guy, the guy that's always pulling up his glasses, he was hating on Asta. He's like, how the hell is he repelling all his attacks and doing all this amazing shit? And Noel explains to him that he has the ability to repel magic, and he's like, it must have been an accident. He can't be great. He's a commoner. I'm just kind of over that whole bullshit. I'm hoping by the end of this season, people get past where somebody comes from and just accept them. You know, like judge them off the content of their damn character, their abilities. Because this dude is like, you're a commoner. Why you get the shit gets old, bro? We get it. You're bougie. Jesus fucking Christ. After that, like, fucking Asta just starts going at Mars. They're doing all these attacks. The action was fucking crazy. They're throwing diamonds everywhere. Like, low key, I'm like, yo, Asta, you should pick up some of these diamonds, maybe sell them or something like this. Like, low key, he's a villain. Mars can make the Diamond Kingdom a lot of money. This man can physically make diamonds whenever he wants. They could sell that and become the richest kingdom. But instead, they experimented on him, gave him these abilities just so he can go and try to destroy the Black Bulls. I don't know. That's how I would get creative. Easily the best action of the season. Asta and Mars are going at it. Mars is thrown off because Asta is swinging that sword. And he's just getting his ass beat. And they're like, yo, what the fuck? Finally, Mars is able to fucking repel Asta off his ass, and Asta's like laying on the ground, he's bleeding. And this scene was mad funny because at this point, the master, the leader of the Golden Dawn Bougie Eagles, he's like, yo, how is he doing that? How's he repelling the attacks? And look at his arms. This guy's been training. And then it cuts to Asta's arms, and like his forearms were like big as shit. Like, you could tell he beats off like at least 6 times a day. After you see his big arms that fucking beat off, fucking Asta attacks Mars, and he's like, I'm gonna destroy you, and they clash, and then fucking he hits him again, and it just kind of ends on a high note of action. And it got me thinking, because this is the first time we've seen Yuno struggle. We see that he has a weakness. He seems to be very one-dimensional in the types of magic that he can cast with the wind and stuff. This episode got me thinking, is Asta OP? Obviously, he doesn't have any magic that he can cast, but because he can repel magic, and because he's been training all his life to fight in a physical style, once he repels people's magic and he gets it into just old-fashioned throwing hands or swords, can anybody beat him? Like, is he OP? Like, think about that. Because, and then on top of that, you have the element of surprise. People don't know. Like, even Mars, this dude was fucking destroying everybody in this episode. He did not expect to have his magic repelled by some random loudmouth motherfucker. So it got me thinking, like, leave a comment section below. Is Asta OP? What do you guys think? I don't want it to become like there's like silly episodes and then you get to a serious arc like this. Everybody's throwing all their magic at the new villain. Nobody can handle him, and then Asta comes out of nowhere. He's like, don't worry, I can repel the magic, and hits him with a sword, and that's the end of the arc. I don't want this show to become that. I want to see him develop some type of different powers, also some type of weakness, and see some type of character growth, because in order for this show to succeed, I think that's what it's going to need. One more complaint, besides me saying his Asta OP, one other complaint I had with this episode is, there was one point in the episode where Mars, he formed like these big, this big diamond monster, and like the show became, and the clones as well, like it was CG. I don't like CG in my anime. Like the entire episode and the majority of the show has been hand drawn. It's beautiful, and then you have like these CG monsters. It just looks out of place. Like I feel like you should either go full CG or don't do it at all. So don't cut corners, man. Other than that, like I said, best episode of the season. Had a couple nitpicks, but I can't wait to see what happens next week. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below for episode 17, The Destroyer of Black Clover. If you guys want to keep up with the show, you don't know where to watch, just know that I watch on Funimation. Funimation Now is the service. There will be a link in the description box below. Use my code, the Black Hokage, at checkout. You'll get a 2-week free trial, and then after that, the first month is only 99 cents. So if you guys want to keep up with the show, keep up with what I'm talking about with Black Clover, and they have other shows too. They got Dragon Ball Super. They got a couple other shows too that are really popular too, which is a good place to watch anime. There will be a link in the description box below. Other than that, I will holla at everybody later. Hit the like button, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Peace.
And thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also consider pledging my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. There's a link in the description box below. Peace.